There once was a time when gods walked the earth, and the legends of today's video shape the essence of the world. You'll be able to delve deep into the tales of the old gods and learn more about these Norse legends, Thor the god of thunder, and Loki the Deceiver from the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. Currently, there's an event running called the Asgard Divide, and that's going to be available until November 22nd, where you can get up to 4 different champions based on Norse mythology. You're going to be able to get your hands on Loki, Thor, Freya, and Odin. And when it comes to Loki, you're going to be able to get him for free just by logging into the game 7 days. And while we're on free champions, you're going to be able to get an epic Lightsworn, and then upon hitting level 15, you're going to get an epic Juliana. So that gives you a chance to get started out with 3 super strong characters with Loki, Lightsworn, and Juliana. And then as you go through the event of the Asgard Divide, you have the potential to get more of these Norse mythology legends. And once you take care of that, you can hop over here and join our clan, the League of Luminaries, at tag TTL9. I did kick some people who are inactive. I wish that we had enough space for everyone, but we have to keep the active people in the clan. I'm an idiot. I thought this portion right here was how many members we could have. I thought we can have up to 500 and we are at 139. But then I'm like, wait, we're capped out at 30? So we've probably been capped out for a lot of these videos, but I did clear out some space for you guys. Now, this video we're gonna handle a little bit different. It's not gonna be as hardcore trying to push gameplay. It's gonna be more of like an account overview where I'm gonna overview my entire account, how far we've come, the things I like, what I dislike, and everything so on and so forth about Raid. And so first things first, let's go over my team that I've been running throughout the entire campaign. So we have Sun Wukong, and I feel like this is just like a chef's kiss with the release of Wukong Journey to the West. So it just feels really cool that I was able to get him on my team prior to that launch, and he's been like the lead unit on my team. Then we have the rest of the champions, which I feel like Wukong and Kaylin or Kale are like the ones that I like know the most about. The other 2 champs are more just complimentary pieces, I think. And Coldheart was one that was recommended by you guys in the comments of a previous video. And so I did get their gear up, plus 10 for everything, and I try to do plus 15 on the weapons until I started to run out of silver, and I started clearing the campaign with these champions. When it comes to the campaign, we're able to clear all of normal, as you guys saw in the last video, but I also started doing more progression on hard off stream, and so I was able to get all the way to the final boss. And this right here, this boss right here, oh my god, bro, this is where I'm gated. And now I haven't actually tried like fully hopping in and controlling the characters. I thought my JRPG knowledge was gonna carry me, but I'm not gonna lie. Otto may be way better than me. Otto may be way better than me controlling these characters, but if I can't beat it and I continue to lose, I may have to double back and focus on my team comp, or maybe watch some more guide videos to see how to make my character stronger. I got them all maxed out. I know that I can increase their star level, but I think in order to do that, I need more 5-star characters to feed them into these ones, which I don't have currently. So right now, I think this is the max that I can get them. So the only thing that I can focus on is my gear. And right now, I think I'm out of silver. And so I'm kind of gated until like I can figure out what to do next. But I'm sure that once I actually sit down, I can figure out what I need to do to pass this. But you see, he cleaned me up pretty quick. He got me up out of here pretty quick. But I am proud that I was able to make it all the way to the final boss on hard. And once I do that, I can get into the brutal campaign. But that's how far I was able to make it with the campaign. When it comes to the different dungeons, now I was able to clear Dragon's Lair just because I thought these give me gear. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to get higher gear so I can progress more in the campaign. So I was seeing how far I can go with the Dragon's Lair, and I was able to make it to where I could farm stage 8. And so I farmed this a good bit because I have a ton of stamina. And so I farmed this for almost like a full day of just like constantly checking back on my computer and starting the match. And then of course, we had to revisit the spider boss. We had to get our get back. I wanted to see just how far we can go because in the last video where we finally took him on and beat him, we kind of just stopped. So the whole video wasn't focused on it. And I was able to get up to stage 4. And that's as far as that I can push. But this drops accessories to my understanding. So that was more or less just like for my ego. Like, can I actually take it? As opposed to actual character progression because it only drops accessories and not necessarily gear. Now, all of that stuff is cool. All that stuff is cool. But my personal favorite thing about Raid so far has got to be these mythical champions and their transformations. Like when I saw this, I was just flabbergasted. I haven't went through all of them, but every single one that I've clicked on just looks insane. And I could just sit here for hours going through these different ones. I wish I was able to get my hands on one of them during this video, but just like this is easily, hands down, the character design, the art team, hands down my favorite part of Raid. Like, just look at this, bro. That's just crazy. And it's like an entirely different champion when it transforms. I haven't got my hands on one yet, so I don't know how hard they are to get. I imagine they're pretty tough to get, and I don't know the requirements of what it takes to make them transform. But just having such a variety of them, with each faction kind of taking inspiration from a different like genre or different niche or style of character. I know a lot of us are used to just like anime waifus, but just look at this, bro. This is just straight badass. It's just impossible not to like these things, but I can sit here and talk about this and let them transform all day. We're gonna have to wrap it up eventually, but if I had to put my finger on one thing and say this is my favorite part of Raid, it's easily the mythical characters and their transformations. All right, I swear. This is the last one that we're gonna keep moving. Okay, this is the Dark Elf mythical one. Okay. That's a jump scare, and Buddy just jumped at me immediately and was just straight on action. Like, if I got my hands on this thing, this would be the worst crab legs I ever had in my life. Like, hold on, where's my, make me take my shoe off. Like come here. Don't jump at me like that again. Don't jump at me like that again. You're gonna get hurt playing around with me. But very unique. I wouldn't want this one on my team, so if I do get a mythical, give me anyone except for this one. Now, the other few game modes, I didn't really do as much. The first is Faction Wars, which you have to have certain characters of that faction to continue progressing. I didn't do this as much. I didn't know like what value I get out of it or why I would need to do it. And then Arenas, I did kind of run through on auto just because like it's pretty easy for me to clear out these people with my current team. My team busted, I think at least. But what I'm really looking forward to is getting into this live arena where I can actually go against players live playing the game. That's going to be crazy. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now I just want to get into my overall opinion, some things I like about the game so far, and just discuss kind of what my experience has been for these past, I think, 5 videos of playing Raid Shadow Legends. So first things first, something I like about Raid that I didn't necessarily have in other previous gacha games, and I play mainly like anime gacha games, a lot of Hoyoverse stuff, is that I never really felt like I was stamina gated. And I feel like that is like a big thing that just irks me when it comes to other games, is when I just run out of stamina and I can't do anything for the rest of the day and I have to take a break. Yes, that gives me a chance to go touch grass, but like if I want to no life the game, I want to no life the game. And that may come a little bit later with Raid, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I've progressed pretty far from what you saw. And I was never stamina gated. I have ample stamina. Looking, I have like 10 times the stamina that I probably need right now. And so stamina just wasn't an issue. And I think that's something that I really appreciated about Raid. And then another thing that they do in other games is they have like, it's like an account lock. So you need to hit level like 25 for your overall account to continue in the story mode. And that is just like, more touching grass. I don't want to touch grass. I want to play these games. And so like, you can't progress until you do that. And that's like a hard gate, not even a stamina gate. It's meant to stop you from playing the game more. So that way it just feels like it's presenting the illusion of more content, but it's really just more time before you can beat the game. And with Raid, there are gates, but I feel like the gate is like more like a gear check or like a DPS check, where it's like, okay, I can technically do this, but I just can't kill it right now. And so that is another thing I feel like should be added with the stamina, because I feel like those two things kind of run side and side. When it comes to favorite game modes, since I don't have the live arena unlocked, I think I'm gonna have to go with the different dungeons, just because I like the variety of bosses. Like, we cleared the dragon in the first video, or the first few, and the spider, and they were really cool bosses. And there's still a lot that I haven't even fought yet. So this one we mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a Norse Mythology event going on right now. And I believe this is Odin. Yeah, this is the Odin raid event boss. And so let's just go ahead and hop in here. There's just so many different event and just raid bosses in the dungeons that like, it's just hard not to appreciate the effort that goes into each of them. The designs are always bussin', and like, there's just always something going on with Raid. Okay, hey, I was able to clear this one pretty easy just because it's the first level. But it just feels like there's always something going on where if you're a new player, no matter when you join, you're always able to get a new character that's free from the start. I started with Sun Wukong as my free champion that they were giving away, and then maybe last month was Ninja, and now it is Loki. And so it seems like there's always that constant influx of different characters that you can get for free, on top of all the characters you can get, hey, by using the description and the link down by using the description and the link down below, or scanning the QR code. It doesn't feel like when you start the game they are trying to like resource starve you and not give you strong characters. Yeah, this is just an event that they have going on. So this isn't even like content that's going to be in the game permanently with this specific boss. It's just an event. So you can see the amount of effort they put into actually crafting this event to make it something cool, make it something unique, make it something diverse. So it's not just the same old, we're going to toss in this event, blah, 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 do it. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't, wait till the next one. And so this is pretty dope. We're not going to sit here and keep clearing it, but you can see that it's Norse based, which is pretty cool. Currently, there's an event running called the Asgard Divide, and that's going to be available until November 22nd, where you can get up to 4 different champions based on Norse mythology. You're going to be able to get your hands on Loki, Thor, Freya, and Odin. And when it comes to Loki, you're going to be able to get him for free just by logging into the game 7 days. And while we're on free champions, you're going to be able to get an epic Lightsworn, and then upon hitting level 15, you're going to get an epic Juliana. So that gives you a chance to get started out with 3 super strong characters with Loki, Lightsworn, and Juliana. And then as you go through the event of the Asgard Divide, you have the potential to get more of these Norse mythology legends. So don't forget to download Raid Shadow Legends using the link in the description down below, or scanning this QR code right here to start your journey. Thank you once again, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video. And thank you guys for your time. I'll catch you in the next one.